My name is Dr. Erin Carr Jordan, and I am the Social Impact Officer Principal here at Ed Plus under the ASU umbrella. I have an interesting pathway to leadership. I started after graduating with my PhD as faculty here at ASU in the psychology department. Shortly thereafter, I moved into a chair position of the graduate psychology department at another university, and then moved into an associate dean position where I had the opportunity to work with leaders of institutions around the country. And although I loved doing that, I felt like I could do more, so I started a research and advocacy firm, and I had the opportunity within that to work with multinational companies who wanted to make changes based on the customers that they were serving. And in addition to that, I also am the CEO of a small startup tech company. And then Phil Regier here reached out to me and asked if I would come join Ed Plus. And I felt like the skills and tools that I had acquired throughout the rest of my academic and professional journey prepared me well to be able to contribute here within the Ed Plus community and to ASU proper. I think I've been passionate about equity for as long as I can remember. As a student here at ASU, I'm a triple alumna of ASU. I started in the journalism program and wanted to cover stories and learn about how to give a voice to people who didn't have one. And then moving from there and into psychology, I wanted to understand why people did what they did and how we could give people the skills and the tools to better stand up for, support, and advocate for themselves. I also happen to have family members who have diagnoses and wanting to create an equitable environment in which they could thrive has always been very important to me. And as a woman, I've always been passionate about helping other women and doing so in a way that allowed them to thrive professionally, I think is key. I also have children, two of whom are girls, and I want them to always perceive themselves as equal to their male counterparts and to believe beyond the shadow of a doubt that they can do anything if they work hard enough, regardless of anything that has to do with their gender. So I think understanding that, wanting those things to be true can only be accomplished if you have the arsenal broad enough to do it. So as a woman, making sure that you arm yourself with as much knowledge and a toolkit as big as you possibly can pave that path. I think my current role supports equity sort of in everything that I do. As the social impact officer here, I relay my role as making sure that the work that I do and the work that we do here at Ed Plus impacts the most amount of people and does the most amount of good. And that is all people all the time, regardless of background. So making sure that we are inclusive and that we provide access and that access is equitable, I think is paramount to my role every day and in every project. So my role in the ASU Advanced Project is co-PI. And I think what I bring to the table in that capacity is the knowledge of the technology and the delivery of that technology in a just-in-time format for people who seek to move up in leadership. Simultaneously, I think because of my diverse background, have the ability to help other women understand those things that are necessary for them to be able to advocate on their own behalf. Things like negotiating and storytelling and networking and capacity building and knowledge acquisition and mentoring and understanding how to utilize and provide all of those, not only to the core group with which you interact or with whom you interact, but to broaden that in a way that is of greatest advantage to yourself and allows you to sort of move up as you should and levels the playing field. I'm incredibly excited about being part of this project. I have been part of the ASU community since I was 3 years old. I grew up on this campus. I have deep family connection to this university. My mother is faculty. My stepmother is faculty. My father was a teacher. I started here as a teacher, as a triple alum. I want this to be a beacon for inclusivity, and to truly be a leader in a place that women who want to achieve the highest potential that they are able, this should be a place where they are certain that they can do that, and a place that supports them along that journey in every way possible. So for me, this is a deeply personal project, and I am honored to be part of it.